What's up everyone, it's Jambors, new video, and in this video I will be analyzing and very deeply diving into Israel's performance, Eden's Golan Hurricane song, and especially the staging. And as you know me and as you know my master classes, and welcome to them, it will be much more about the details, about the staging itself, and not about like if the song deserves to win or not. This is not the case, even though maybe I will say something like that. The principle is to analyze the staging and give you as much relevant information about its details as possible. So follow me, listen to me, and let's do this. Let's talk. Alright guys, I'm very glad you're here, and let's deep dive into the staging, shall we? Let's watch it firstly together, completely with my commentary, and then I will go step by step, describing you every single detail which is important for the whole general feeling of the song, how it's impressive for you in television, how does it feel, why it does feel like this, what is a nice detail you maybe didn't see, but it helps your brain to connect with the song. Because after all, this is just a magic, this is a psychological warfare, let's say, with the stagings, and there is like many other ways how to achieve the same result. So let's do this. I love this, and like they always say in the book that the first sentence matters, right? This is the good or bad book difference. This is a good book. It's a brilliant shot. Also, how they lit up the circle. Very intimate, gentle. A lot of fog. Just simple lights. This prop is brilliant. And Ellie also liked the dress very much. The way how they entered with the dancers, with the contemporary dancers. I like how they are doing it one by one. It's very intimate. Although their expressions, the beat, accents. I have goosebumps normally. This is absolutely different approach than many other stagings. And I will tell you why this worked especially for such a song, or why it could work for any other. But it's a good approach. It's more like the very well shot theater, contemporary theater play. And also in here I think that the song a little bit loses visually at some point, because it started to be bigger, too much concrete. But I like those details. Also this like also the light transition in here are brilliant, you know. There is something I don't like on especially this Eurovision, the back vocals is visible, but how to do it differently. Also this shot is such brilliant, the sunset. So many brilliant moments. This staging for this song has a little bit different approach. It's really like a theater play shot with those modern Eurovision elements, current TV. Like Eurovision, you must just accept the fact It's a fact that Eurovision is the top television format, top on the world how you use camera angles, editing, lights in live performances. Like no other show in the world is that advanced. No other show, like we can in Europe say this is the most technologically advanced show on earth, and you can say like, oh, but I saw the Super Bowl, I saw the Brits, I saw Oscars. Yes, but they still at most of the time use old techniques. They're not that concrete. Of course it's a music, so it's different. They use different kind of flavors, different kind of poems, different kind of ideas, and very original and very expensive also. But as a technological thing, Eurovision is among them. Like, of course, depends on how each director used this. And the director of this performance went in a combination of a theater, modern elements, but most of the time everything is exactly on point. And the proper staging is not about having million edits or million lights or million graphics. It's about the right combination of selling the atmosphere of the song with the right elements. It might be nothing, it might be everything, or something. It's never, there is not a holy grail how to do it. The how to do it is to listen to it and feel it. And then as a viewer you need to feel it. And I think this is what happened in this song with some little exceptions. But let's start. First of all, it must get you in the beginning. So we have this storm element, drama, very big drama. How like all this element, because it's lit from here to here, not all of it, just lits a little bit of her and creates this, because how it's rotating, it creates this feeling of a storm. Like, of course, the eye of the hurricane, this is just the thing, but if I just say what it does for the brain, because you don't think this way, it's that it creates an amazingly visually pleasing, I will just put it aside, it creates this very amazingly pleasing visuals, also in combination with those lights. Like, those are things you don't feel, because your eyes go straight here, because here the light is doing like, this is what's happening, and you look there also because the pose of Eden, it's absolutely unrealistic. It's like this exorcist, so like, oh fuck, like here, and you're there from this moment. You're sold. Who's not sold is lying. This is the brilliant shot, and you're going here and establishing shot. So you establish the dramatic scene, and because you're already in and you're paying attention to everything, you listen. This is brilliant. And also how slow so another technicality, because I will be talking about later, but let's be in it, is that most of the song, everything, every accent in here is made by human movement. It's not too much about light, even it is. It's not too much about edit, even it is. But the main attention, it's the human movement, the body movement. The center of the attention is always Eden, now in very nice Rembrandt shot, which is something I do now. I can show you like what it's even more. Like if I play with the light like this, But of course I don't have a technology in here to really do it properly. So, but this is what they do in here. So the light goes around, And now it do the Rembrandt. So it always light up only a part of her before you really concentrate on her. This creates the attention point, which is brilliant. Of course, it's centralized and also attention point. Brilliant work. Even those lights, they are light, and I say like light is take your attention, but in here it all goes this way. You can see it goes this centralized. Centralize your eyes into very specific point. Very clever. Like it's basics kind of, but not everyone just follows them. Follow them. Follow them, they work. In here, in Bambitax, anywhere, where they do the good stagings, the light is the essence. Anyway, let's continue. So we have this nice shot. Now, nothing takes attention from Eden. It's Eden herself. White shot. We see some background, very indifferent, nothing basically, but it's not empty. You can see that it's not pitch black or deep. It's some gradient of dark black or something. Also, this mist is there. But the point is that you're looking at her. Now this transition, It's just basically you're putting two pictures together, but it's clever because it's smooth. You put a lot of, like, now it's very gentle, very simple scene. You don't have any concrete shape, just the circle.
Everything is black and white. Who's the fool who told you boys don't cry? Hours and hours and
Still we continue because nothing changed.
but it's hours. Why?
And it's very nice. Na, na, na. The edit, look at it.
Life is no game, but it's hours wide.
On the piano.
Goes wide.
There was a little mistake because this guy couldn't hold it probably. But the principle was that at this point they just were waiting somewhere very, very close by and jumped there. But what I really like is, first of all,
Every day I'm losing.
they still keep it simple. Mind everybody. Nah.
In this mysterious ride, dancing in the storm.
Dancing in the soul. Look how they move.
Dancing in the storm. I got
They phrasing with her.
nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide, all of them.
Take it all and leave the world be.
This is very describeful, but on the other hand, you know, she's the only one who's playing with you. The rest is not looking into the camera, makes them be there and not be there at the same time, so they don't ask for your attention. This is also a brilliant thing. Like, imagine that all of those guys have their ego. They would like to do it, but they are still, no, it's not about you. It's about Eden. She is the one who's communicating with the audience. You are communicating with Eden. You are the song. You're embodied the song. Of course, we can talk about the story principle. This is clear, this Nova Festival and so on. But technically, now talking technically and for your brain pleasing is you are movement. You are movement. You are a song. You are music. And Eden is a carrier of it. The rest is the atmosphere. Beat, heartbeat, and the contralight. Again, I think the whole goal for the most of the song was not to make anything really concrete, and this is a smart way because the stage is actually, it's becoming very obsolete at some point. The light play when the stage can be in different space, you can imagine whatever makes you look at what you need. It's not about look how big stage we are, look how many elements we used from the stage, look how clever we can do. No, the thing is that your principles should be create one concrete focus point, and that focus point in most cases should be the artist, and then you just make it flow around, and then it of course depends on the song. Also those slides exactly on the heartbeat and supported by the dancers, because the dancers in here, they are doing like this. It's a heartbeat song, but then the heartbeat comes to the lights and they're starting again to following her vocals. See? Here I have goosebumps again. Just because the movement they do. It's the food for your brain. It's like when I do a transition, and like it's different when you do this transition and then you just do this without the song, without the sound. It's a difference. Like your brain reacts on the sound impulses connected to movement, to reality. So it's different when you see the trees are doing this, and then you see the trees and you hear the wind. It's like this is how your brain works. We are used to those impulses, and so watch again this amazing choreography. They stop the time. Normally I'm having goosebumps from it. I love how they stop the time. And then I get very gentle. This is how you do when you're putting somebody up. It's clean, but it's about the moment. I enjoy it. I also like that in here they stop the camera, so there is only one dominant movement. Even though they could. And also the phrasing, the editing is very on point. New. Again, when you pay attention, there is she's pinpointed. This is something what maybe should take your attention, but because she's in the white dress, she's centralized, and this is just not in your, it's in your periphery, kind of. You can feel the framing. So for you, the picture is pleasant. There is nothing. Here is the framing you want. And there is layers. Her in front, dominant. Something which is framing the situation, and here is the context. So your brain, even if you don't pay attention, you will look here. Your brain is happy. Your brain is happy because something is reacting on the beat, which are the dancers. It's not the light in this case; it's the dancers. And this is okay. This is enough. And I like that they combine. I like that when they combine the beat support and her tonality. So, for example, when she prolong the sentence, like na na na, I don't know how this is called, but they also do like and then they go again with the beat. So it's like more when you have no education in music and so on, and you're naturally following the song, like I don't know, I would say like African tribes who are amazing. Like they don't have education in music, but they have amazing rhythm in their own bodies, and they're reacting on the impulses naturally, which are naturally for you to hear and see both at the same time. And this is what they combine in here. This is brilliant choreography. See how they accenting her? Stop time. This edit is perfect. See, light change. It's like you start 1, 2, 3. Light. And then they go in here. This is the only time which somehow doesn't belong. Of course, they wanted to open it, they wanted to change, they wanted to show all of it. In my opinion, a little bit unnecessary. Maybe they should be just closer and do the same movement of the slow camera a little bit more around, because I don't care. Like, I know the song is called Hurricane, but okay, for inconcrete, don't be concrete. This for me, this is one thing doesn't work, and also the graphics on the LED unnecessary. Mysterious. Of course, this is analogy to the situation, but look, the movements are brilliantly done. Again, it's so gentle, it has so much feel. Again, reaction on her, like edit and na 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 na. This is choreographical masterpiece. And also the camera movement is brilliant in general. On the Steadicam, unnecessary shot in my opinion. Or even though it should have been done a little bit faster, but in my opinion, missed, or just you don't need to be concrete. I like them in here, although I know that there was already a Steadicam. But what would be very nice if the other Steadicam goes and do it oppositely, contra movement. Also it would work. But they didn't. They wanted to show this. Again, all the choreography following beat and her vocals. But in my opinion, what they could do, at least here, they could do a beat with this inner circle. That would be brilliant. But I like those transition. Look, it's everything shuttered, blue, come together in the graphics, red, explosion, nothing. This, who created this is a like This is ultra brilliant. Ultra brilliant. Stop time. Also with the choreography. Now this guy couldn't hold it, like they are looking into the camera. They shouldn't, in my opinion. But anyway, you see how she's been pointed out somehow, or the charisma is there, but it's also the where she stays in the shot. What kind of framing they are creating. It's clearly that you will look at her. She's dominant there. It's like anywhere you do, it's her first. It's like this is the point of attention for your eyes. And also, you're used to this, so this is masterpiece. Another color change, but I don't mind this one. But this is a masterpiece. I love this moment. And also this, in my opinion, it would be brilliant if they do some different kind of shoot on this. I don't want to see this change atmosphere over here. They actually could do like 3 camera shots on her, and I would see 3 different backgrounds in shapes. Like I would see this framing, I would see this framing, and I would see, for example, one, then the last one, maybe the big one, 4, and 5th will be the crane. Yes, that's what I would do. I would really go through details. In my opinion, it would look better than showing this. I know that they did all of those little details to support the tempo. So, and they didn't need a pyro, but this is like kind of a pyro moment, like yes, those would feel, but they used the explosion in LED, the big explosion in LED, and they support the secondary beats in those LED screens. And also this exploded, and also those lights in here. Like as a whole picture, this worked together in the sound system. In the sound system for your brain, for your eyes, sound connects with what you see. But this is a dead moment, you know, for me. They forgot about the beat because they are again going with this, the dancers, but nothing in the arena. Another thing which they should at least continue a little bit still with with those boxes, with the light boxes, to just make it perfect. This is. And I don't like this. I don't like when I hear her, then I hear the back vocal and her doing nothing. It should at least be from the behind, and at least masking that she's singing, because for my brain this is always disconnecting at some point. I don't like it. So they should keep it when I don't see her. When I don't know when she's singing or not. Because for me this is unnecessary movement. Like maybe it has something to show me, something to tell me, but if I don't know, if I'm not educated enough, or I just simply don't know, like I don't know now. I don't understand it, and it's unnecessary. Rather, I would look at them how they follow the beat, and then come to her back when she's singing again. Because I don't know. For me, for my brain, it's like she's singing all the time. So it's a mistake. And also in here they follow or about this, all about her, but also what they could do at least by the lights to at least a little bit support the tempo, the beat. They forgot about it. Dancers out, and now it's just about her singing Hebrew, which is nice, makes sense, the shot. Everything ends or starts. And there is nothing about it to say more. I like the usage of the prop. The prop was brilliantly done. It's interactive. It was interactive also by holding, and it makes sense all the time. And it don't take the attention. It just reshapes the arena. So it gives you a little bit different look on the arena for your brain. So you're not really going for where is LED, where is this. It's a new shape. This is what such prop can do. Also, of course, technically it was brilliant, but what I really like this song, it's a choreography. It was usage of edits but also editing by body. It was different approach with some little details which I would do a little bit differently. For example, this part, or for example, this part, because okay, she can move, but she didn't do it until now. I don't need it. I would rather not think about who's singing. You know, this is in my opinion mistake. So many countries did it this year, and it's disconnecting. Also, I think this is, if I go around like what could cause that no points from juries. Also, such moments, you know, for some juries this can be different between 5 and 6 maybe, but maybe this 1 point it's like normally, of course, maybe not in this case, but I'm just telling in general, like why not to be perfect if we can be perfect? Almost, but so many things brilliant. Choreographer deserves a golden medal. Eden deserves a golden medal. Also the camera, like for example, I didn't talk about the camera movement in here because it was perfect. It was how it should be without show off. There was nothing like special thing, but it was by craft perfect. And this is what I want to tell you about this. These stagings are not about bring in something new, unseen. Bring it if it makes sense. Do correct basic stuff perfectly when it also makes sense. It's basic, but it doesn't mean bad. It's still about how to, it's like a magic. I have nothing in my hands and something, you know. I did something to make your eyes feel that it was normal, even though I was doing a trick. This is all about it, illusion. This should be illusion. You should say like, wow, I love the song. I love the artist. You don't think about the staging, because in my opinion, when you start thinking about the staging as the first thing, something is probably wrong. It should be as a whole. I loved it. And this is it. In my opinion, like you cannot say you don't unless you have some bias, because at least from technical point of view, this is almost a perfection. Almost. Not perfect, but almost. But I really hope you'll learn something new. You maybe look at it a little bit differently than you did before, and maybe you will find also something new else. Of course, I know the story behind it and you can see it over there, but from technical point of view, there are many very nice elements you should teach or learn from this as a lesson, that less is more, but less done perfectly is even more than too much. So this is it. This is what I will tell you about this staging, and maybe something else somewhere else, sometime else, whatever. Anyway, I'm very glad that you watched it, that you are interested in such things, and see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.